Hey folks, I've got a few questions for you. I want to test your morality today. I know that might sound a little bit direct, but this is going to be a good little self-check for you, okay? Let me ask you question number one. Would you voluntarily donate to a mob, the mafia, so that they could buy weapons to kill innocent people? Would you do that? Or would you voluntarily make a donation to the mob who is going to infiltrate your school board and start teaching your children abominable things that go completely against your belief system? Or would you voluntarily donate to the mob, that same mob who's going to take your children, convince them to mutilate their bodies, be sterile forever, and end up likely with lifelong depression by convincing them to have sex changes and keep it secret from you until it's too late? Would you volunteer to donate to the mob doing that to destroy your children? Or perhaps you donate to a mob that is subjugating you and every one of your neighbors through browbeating, intimidation, deception, into paying them homage by tithing to them through extortion, kind of a protection racket. You know how the mob operates. They go around to the businesses and they say, well, you know what? It would be a shame if this building burned down. But you know what? You could buy protection. If you paid us every month, we could protect you and make sure that the building doesn't burn down. That's extortion. That's a protection racket. And that's what the mob has been doing for many, many generations. Would you volunteer to make donations to that mob? Of course you wouldn't. That's ridiculous. So then my final question is, why the hell are you paying taxes? Because that's exactly what you're doing. And I'll answer that question for you. You're doing it for one of two reasons. You don't know any better. You don't know that there's an option to unvolunteer, to just say no. Thank you, Nancy Reagan. You don't know that there's possibilities in the law, there's an avenue within the law to just say no. There's an escape hatch. The entire racket that the mob is foisting upon you is based on fraud, deception, threats, intimidation, browbeating, because you don't know any better. You don't know how to say no. Well, I have good news. I've been offering an IRS freedom course for many years, for many hundreds of dollars. And honestly, I'm just sick and tired of the tyranny. Americans have to get a backbone. We have to stand up. We have to inform ourselves, and we have to use the law that's available. That's our weapon. If you know the Bible, you know truth and righteousness are your sharp sword to take into battle. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. So I'm offering all of America the IRS Freedom Course absolutely free. I want you to get it. I want you to download the documents. Whether or not you have an issue with the IRS right now or not, it doesn't matter. You need to have this knowledge and education. By going through the materials, you're going to learn a heck of a lot, and you need to share it with your fellow Americans. All right, we need every American in the country to have the research and the documents that are available in this course. This will literally free America from the fraud, the abuse, the fraudulent deception. Fraud by inducement is basically what it is. People are paying taxes through fraud by inducement. You are induced into paying a racketeering protection fee because you don't know any better and you have not been fully disclosed of all the facts. You don't know the truth. All right? You do not have full disclosure. This IRS Freedom Course is going to give you full disclosure, and it's going to give you the weapons of truth and law to fight back against the mob. So stop paying taxes. This is a national movement. You might have seen a recent congressional candidate in Michigan, Anthony Hudson, saying the very same thing. He's saying it to motivate his fellow Americans, and I am providing the weapons at no cost for you to take full advantage of it. So with that in mind, I urge you, go to natf.world. Under the Resources tab, you will find the IRS Freedom Course. All right? Go there now, download the documents, and share the link with everybody you know. It's important, it's critical for our freedom. Now is the time to stand up. All right? Stand with me, and I'll back you up all the way. Take care, God bless, and let freedom ring.